Hi guys, Growbag here. Just give you a little tour of my island and give you some top tips for PS4 players in Stranded Deep. It's the free game on the PS Store for this month. And I just thought I'd give you a few little tips. Oh yes, like a glove. Alright, turn it off. Thank you. Right, this is my little island. I made it myself in the cartographer that you can do in the main menu of the game. Put two big rocks in it so it's easily spottable from far away. That's a good tip. Is if you are going to make an island to settle on, make it visible so you can see your way home. I'm trying not to use the compass as it is a trophy to not use the compass for the whole game, so just using landmarks. I've also made a few islands that are around me that I've already checked out and that, so once I've checked them out I redevelop them for loot purposes so I can get lots of lovely loot. And we'll start off by just having a quick look. This is my helipad, by the way, obviously. This is this little fishing spot. These are just like half brick walls, but I didn't finish off banging them and they just look better like that, I think, with the planks as a little border. Anyway, first tip is make a tool belt, because it takes out 4 slots that are valuable in your inventory, and you can just place your main tools on your belt and then control them with your D-pad, like so. Hoi 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 hoi. Yeah, any when you like. They don't take much to make, so earlier you get that done, the better, and it opens up slots so you can carry lots of goodies. Oh, are those potatoes still alright? Yeah, I'll eat them. Nom nom. Make a sleeping bag. So you can pick it up, you can save and sleep on it, pick it up and travel around with it instead of going to each island and making one of those little huts and looking around for the sticks and what have you and the fibres. Just make a sleeping bag. You can carry it around with you, stick it in your inventory or stick it in one of the boxes on your raft, and always save your game whenever you land. You can't save it out in the middle of the sea, but you can kip out there. At the start of the game, whether it's after a complete playthrough or you can do it right off the bat, I can't remember because I've put so many hours in this game, it's been a long time. You get a choice of having crates to start off with. If you start off with these 2 crates, they're brilliant because they've got 8 slots on them, which is a lot for crates because usually the normal ones only have 3, and you get a couple of little extra goodies as well, like the carbon spear gun, a machete and some arrows. You also get some sunblock as well, I think, which is pretty good. Not sure what the SP factor is, but there you go. Yes. Oh, and this is Charlie White's bar. I caught a great white, who's Charlie, and this is his bar. Charlie White's bar. You can name everything in this game. There's a little gun. There's a bag end up here. Well, Baggy's end, I should say. This is where me and my friends live. And when I say friends, I mean trees are my friends. I'm very lonely. There's Bill, Kevin, Simon and Bert. Yes, my friends. My little workshop for doing all your necessaries. Your tanning and your looming. And my humble little abode, which gets the sun coming through that window in the morning. It's a beaut. I've raised my bed on some boxes in here, so I'm not a caveman, I don't sleep on the floor. Yeah, you get some sunscreen there, just in a little yellow tube. And a cooker. It's a hobo stove, I've named it cooker. On some of these islands that you go and discover, you can climb up the rocks in the middle, you can get bird eggs. You get these bird eggs, you can cook them up. Maybe even make a pancake, maybe. If Norm's listening, make the man a pancake. And yes, so always look up if you can climb up the rocks or not. Handy little things, eggs. Right, these label makers, little guns. You can just walk up to anything, press R2 and edit. Just call it whatever you want. There's Gertie. And you can... I've only found a couple of things you can't name, but most of them you can. This is my log pile. It was full all the way up, but I've been busy. And there's always one just sticking out. There's always an odd person. Oh, right, yeah, it's Cameron, that log. That's going to set his compulsive order off. All nice and neat, except him sticking out. Yeah, and this is, I named all the stuff on Charlie's bar. Yeah, oh look, George has left her a drink here. I'll drink that later. And, oh yeah, smoking. When you smoke the meat, it lasts forever if you put it in a box. I mean, you can cook it on a normal open fire, yeah, and eat it straight away if you need it straight away. But if you want to store your meat and keep it for long trips out in the big wide beyond, smoke it. First of all, you'll get a ping, a microwave ping for when it's actually cooked, and then you'll get a bell for when it's smoked. So leave it on there until you hear the bell. Once you hear the bell, take it off. Let's get rid of that. Fire it in a box. I've got some over here, and it lasts forever, and it's lovely jubbly. This is my meat storage. If you leave the animals whole, they last forever. Oh yeah, Del Boy, Rodney Trotter, Nora Batty, and Big Nemo. Yeah, so a little tip there with the smoking meats. And you can also use, I haven't got any here, but instead of using all the palm leaves all the time, or palm fronds for your water stations, you can use yucca leaves. Use the yucca leaves, and that works just as well in there. And if you've got a few plants planted, you can just hack away at them, and your garden can be self-sufficient. I've got loads on this one. I haven't harvested them in a while. They grow back. Potatoes are important, obviously, for all your fuel needs. That's over in Ripper's garage over there. I'll show you that in a minute. First of all, let's just have another nosy around the bar. It took me ages to get that great white home. I had to swim with it, hold an L2 and swim right across the sea with it, because you only find them out in deep sea. Yeah, this is behind Charlie's bar, yeah, with its two regulars, King Debo and Peapod. They love it here, can't get enough of it. That's where they spend all their downtime from Destiny. Over here is a little tip for storage. If you want to store your sticks all neatly and your fronds, make a little shack for them. Just put a separator in and it all drops in neatly. Also place them, especially these fronds, place them from your menu, not from your hand. They just land a lot neater. There's always one sticking out. Look. Oh yeah, that one's called Cameron too. And this stick. Yeah, that one's Cameron. Yeah, they just place a lot neater out of your inventory than they do out of your hand. Oh yeah, you also, in that, I forgot to mention, you get the neat little torch out of the new boxes if you choose to get them at the beginning of the game. And this torch floats. So if, like me, you're always dropping things by accident, this one drops and you're in the water, it floats, which is handy. I like that. Let's just box that back in. Hang on, that one. Yeah. And then do that. Let's try that again. Add. Thank you. And now he's just there on my quit button. Bish bosh bosh on my tool belt. Cool. Alright, raft building. When it comes to building rafts, obviously think ahead, because I mean it costs a lot of materials to build rafts, so you want one that's going to last you. I put two engines on mine, fill them both up with petrol, so I don't have to just stop in the middle of the sea and fill up with petrol. I can just swap over to the next one. Oh, that bell, that means me meat's smoked. I left a hole in the middle of this raft. It's really good for when sharks are coming for you, because they love to swim underneath your boat and they just keep swimming like a figure of 8 underneath. So you can just get them from here. You can just pop them off, wait till they come under, and chum chum like that. And for one of the end bosses, it's really good because he likes to throw his tentacles at you and drag you off your boat if you're up top. If you sit in this little hole here, he doesn't tend to do that. You can just watch him go round and round and round and jab him in his eye each time. Just chuck your spears in his eye and you get him that way. Yeah, so that's my raft tip. Obviously build some canopies, because if you're out in the sea a long time, you're going to be out in the sun and you get sunburned. It's not good. It's not healthy. That's my little harbour area. It's all lit up at night, so I can see when I'm driving in if it's dark. Let's get rid of that spear. This is where I dump all my gear when I've been out shopping. Oh, empty. Yeah, most of my gear. Yeah, so the next thing, I am working on a bigger project for trying to transport the great whites when I catch them. It's a big boat. And you leave, because I took this out a couple of times and brought back a couple of tiger sharks just led in the middle here, and they don't roll off and everything then, so you just take it steady with an engine on. You can just get them back home nice and safely. I haven't tried it with a great white yet, because I tried it on my other boat and he just kept tipping it. My little storage shack where I keep my new caught sharks. I've ate about 3 of them. This is Blue's brick yard. Make all your clay bricks and that. The clay is always just dotted around the outside of each island. Sometimes it's half hidden, glitched into rocks, and so it's hard to find, but you can usually spot it quite easily. So just make sure you have plenty of room in your inventory because it fills up real quick. This is Bagger's Garden Centre. Yeah, and don't worry if you're out and about and you pick up potatoes to bring back for fuel or to plant in your garden. You can still cook them. You can still plant them and cook them if they've gone off. You can stick them in your fuel collector. Oh, he should need lighting. Stick them in your fuel collector and they still make fuel for you, even if they're gone off. So don't be just throwing them away once they get all the flies around them, or once they say spoiled on them. Come on, my fingers don't work fast. Go, 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 go. That's better. Yeah, so keep that in mind, that if they spoil, it doesn't matter. So that's the dinghy from the beginning. Put it up there because bats can really mess you around. I did have it on top of my house up there, but the bats love to fly around the rocks, and when they do, there's one night I saw my raft flying off, yeah, and the bat was in it. For some reason they can catch hold of it and they try and nick your raft. It was funny to watch, but not funny to get back because it was halfway out at sea by the time I got it back. Well, I hope you like my little island. I'm going to make a lot more building around the back if I can, and if the frame rate lets me, because it does drop a bit. I'm on a PS4 Pro, but it's mainly at night I get the problems because all the lights click on, my frame rate drops a bit more. But other than that, it's okay. What else did I have to tell you? Oh yeah, and when you're editing islands, like I said, make the landmarks nice and easy, and you can put as many shipwrecks in as you like, and just so you can get lots of loot. And if you want to like get the loot you're after, if you're missing one thing or you want more lights, before you open a crate, save your game and just exit to the main menu, and that way when you reload your game, because the crates are random, so when you reload your game, it'll have different stuff in the crate. So save your game, open the crate, you don't like it, exit to the main menu, load back in, and Bob's your uncle, fan is your aunt. You can just keep changing the inventory until you get what you want. So that's how I managed to get so much stuff. I think that's about it. Oh, and when you find refined hammers out in the world, because you can't make them, when you find them, keep them, because they run out obviously, and that's what you need. If you're going to get creative and you want to do a lot of building, you're going to need a lot of refined hammers, so don't just dismiss them. Grab them up, keep them, and oh hello Mr. Krabs. Yeah, keep them, because they come in handy a lot. Well, I hope you like my little island, and my friends. You're welcome to drop by, have a cocktail or two at Charlie White's bar. There's some ready for you here. George has left hers. I think I'm going to drink that now. Thank you very much. If it'll let me. Oh no, because I don't need it. I'll teetotal this month. I'm not going to have it. Alright, so thank you guys. If you like it, put a thumbs up on the video, obviously, nowhere else. And have a good one. Have some fun playing it. Get creative. leave some comments, tell me what you think, and catch you in the next one. If you want more, let me know. Toodles!